Hi everybody, this is Kathleen Hinesley with Exploring Dimensions for All. Today I'm going to be reading Chapter 18 of my book, Welcome to Infinity, Exploring Ancient and Modern Techniques for Collaborating with Otherworldly Beings. This chapter is entitled The Monroe Institute. I actually have not tried Hemi-Synce technology through the Monroe Institute. I have tried remote viewing, which I'll be covering in another chapter. But anyway, so this is all from what I read and did research on. Okay, in 1958, American radio producer Robert Monroe noticed a peculiar sensation after lying down on the couch. He began to feel his body vibrate. The condition subsided and then reoccurred numerous times over a period of months, finally culminating in the first of a series of spontaneous out-of-body experiences. OBEs, and OBEs is in parentheses, and they're capital letters, OBE. Okay, and that's footnote 1, and footnote 1 is Robert A. Monroe, Journeys Out of the Body, Anchor Press edition, Garden City, Anchor Press, Doubleday, 1977, pages 20 to 28, which eventually took Monroe to faraway locations both within and outside of the space-time continuum most of us call home. At first, Monroe worried that he might have a brain tumor or some other malady that could be producing the strange experiences. It also occurred to him that his newfound talent for out-of-body travel might in some way be related to experiments he'd recently conducted to enhance learning. Footnote 2, IBID, pages 20 to 23. In the weeks leading up to Monroe's first out-of-body journey, he'd been listening to a relaxation tape designed to assist in the development of concentration. During the experiments, Monroe had done his best to isolate himself from extraneous noise and visual stimuli. And this is footnote 3, IBID, pages 20 to 21. Monroe began to consider the possibility that exposure to specific sound signals accompanied by a reduction in normal stimuli might in some way facilitate altered states of awareness. The late Robert Monroe's early out-of-body experiences led to his discovery of 3 distinct dimensions or levels of existence. In his first book, Journeys Out of the Body, Monroe identified Locale 1 as the here now, and it's, quote, here with a capital H, dash now with a capital N, end quote, and then that's footnote 4, IBID, page 60. According to Monroe, journeys within Locale 1 allow an out-of-body traveler to visit people who exist in the here and now at remote locations. And that's footnote 5, IBID, pages 60 to 72. Details learned through such travel can lend themselves to verification. An out-of-body trip to see a friend or relative, for example, may provide one with information on where the person is and what they are doing at a particular time. This information can sometimes be verified at a later date. He postulated that, quote, Locale 2 is a non-material environment with laws of motion and matter only remotely related to the physical world, end quote, footnote 6. IBID, page 73. Monroe identified Locale 2 as a place populated with numerous non-human entities. Within Locale 2, communication and interaction with non-human entities is possible, and the laws of time as we experience them do not apply. Monroe's adventures in Locale 3 suggest the possibility of a parallel universe. In Locale 3, Monroe encountered a similar but strangely different society and found himself experiencing this society from within another man's body. In the 1960s, Monroe conducted research on out-of-body experiences and participated in a series of experiments in which he tried to consciously induce OBEs. Physiological changes accompanying OBEs were measured during many of these experiments, and data were collected in an attempt to identify the connection between OBEs and various states of consciousness. And this is footnote 7, IBID pages 11 through 16. By 1968, Robert Monroe had discovered a way to access target states of consciousness through the use of sound technology. He established the Monroe Institute in 1974 to facilitate further research work in this area and provide a forum for training people interested in achieving altered states. Today, the Monroe Institute offers a series of educational programs designed to teach participants how to achieve various focus levels of consciousness. Relaxation techniques, visual exercises, and sound technology are used to assist trainees in achieving brain states conducive to out-of-body travel and interaction with non-human entities. One of the most important tools utilized by the Monroe Institute to alter consciousness is Hemi-Synce. And that's capital HEMI capital SYNC, and then there's a registered trademark symbol, technology. Part of the Hemi-Synce, and that there's a registered trademark again, process involves sending different sound signals to the right and left hemispheres of the brain through the use of headphones or stereo speakers. Tones or sound patterns of differing hertz levels, cycles per second, are sent to each ear. The brain responds by creating a third signal or, quote, binaural beat, end quote. The hertz of the binaural beat represents the difference between the two audio signals transmitted. Differing signals of 142 Hz and 148 Hz, for example, would result in a binaural beat of 6 Hz. And this is footnote 8. For more information on the Hemi-Synce process and binaural beats, see the Monroe Institute, quote, Hemi-Synce audio technology, www.monroeinstitute.org/programs/process.html, and, quote, what are binaural beats? Question mark, end quote. www.monroeinstitute.org/programs/binaural.html, parentheses 1 December 2001, in parentheses. The binaural beat, in turn, alters electrical activity in specific areas of the brain, resulting in an altered state of consciousness. The brain, in effect, entrains its electrical activity, or brain waves produced, to match the hertz of the binaural beat. Following the example given above, a person listening to audio signals, actually I already read that part, sorry about that. As mentioned previously, a great deal is known about the brain's electrical activity and the states of consciousness associated with various hertz levels. The capacity to create target brainwaves through sound is instrumental to allowing Monroe Institute trainees to locate and travel within target focus states. Monroe's continued efforts to identify target states of consciousness and specific planes of existence led to the discovery of a series of focus states to which he assigned numerical values. Some focus states, such as focus 10, focus 12, and focus 15, are identified with specific physiological/consciousness states like, quote, mind awake and alert, body asleep, end quote. And then in parentheses, focus 10, and parentheses, footnote 9. Robert A. Monroe, Ultimate Journeys, New York Doubleday, a division, and that's actually just DIV period, of Bantam Doubleday Dell Publishing Group, Inc., 1994, page 278. Other focus levels are identified as realms where one may encounter non-human entities or the spirits of departed loved ones. Check units, and this is capital CHEC, all caps, controlled holistic environmental chambers, and that's in parentheses, offer trainees a place to achieve target states in isolation. The units help to filter out noise, light, and some electromagnetic radiation. The units are each equipped with headphones for the administration of Hemi-Synce technology, as well as a tape recorder, so participants can report their experiences as they occur in the laboratory. EMG and EEG machines have been used to measure physiological changes associated with shifts in consciousness. Footnote 10. The Monroe Institute, quote, Controlled Holistic Environmental Chamber, end quote, www.monroeinstitute.org/programs/chec.html, parentheses 1 December 2001, end parentheses. Some of the Institute's programs assist participants in making contact with spirit beings existing in other realms. A stated purpose of the Gateway program, for example, is to facilitate, quote, communication with and visits to other energy systems and realities, end quote, footnote 11. The Monroe Institute, quote, Gateway Voyage, end quote, www.monroeinstitute.org/programs/gateway-voyage.html, parentheses 1 December 2001, end parentheses. In Ultimate Journey, Monroe's third and final book, he explains that participants have encountered many intelligent beings during their journeys outside of the material universe. Quote, we encountered hundreds, if not thousands, most of them non-human, end quote. Footnote 12, Monroe Ultimate Journey, page 13. Okay. Participants who are successful in traveling to other realms frequently encounter spirits who act as guides for them on their otherworldly journeys. In Cosmic Journeys, in which McKnight describes her experiences at the Institute under Robert Monroe's guidance, she notes being told that, quote, everyone who traveled to levels outside the physical realm ran into some type of guiding force, end quote, footnote 13. Now, I actually have 4 footnotes. They're all from the same book. This is the only time I'm going to read the entire reference, although I do have the entire reference in my book for all 4 of these. But for the next 3, I'm going to use IBID and the page number. Okay, so this covers footnotes 13 through 16. Okay, so footnote 13 is reprinted from Cosmic Journeys by Rosalind A. McKnight, copyright 1999 by Rosalind A. McKnight, used by permission of Hampton Roads Publishing Company, Incorporated, from page 42. During her experiences, McKnight encountered beings that gave her information about the nature of reality and enlightened her on the mechanics of interdimensional travel. Quote, as you know, there are numerous dimensions of knowledge, semicolon, 3 ellipsis dots, end quote. Footnote 14. And then this one is IBID, page 48. And this is, quote, we on this dimension are able to pick up rapidly all that happens on the earth plane because we are on a higher vibration than the earth level, end quote. Footnote 15. And footnote 15 is IBID, page 59. Quote, a true out-of-body experience is not movement through space, semicolon. It is a change in the vibration from the denser physical self to the higher vibratory levels of the etheric self. End quote. Footnote 16. And this is IBID page 167. Benefits of Monroe Institute training extend beyond the personal spiritual assistance received by many trainees. One purpose of the Exploration 27 program, for example, is to facilitate the development of relationships with residents in other realms in the hope that the spirits contacted will be able to impart knowledge useful to the planet. Footnote 17. And this is a different footnote. So this one comes from the Monroe Institute, quote, Exploration 27, end quote, www.monroeinstitute.org/exploration-27.html, parentheses 1 December 2001, close parentheses. Quote, Lifeline, end quote, another program offered by the Monroe Institute, encourages participants to offer assistance to distressed spirits. Participants are taught how to help the spirits of departed humans to get from Focus 23 - a realm inhabited by people who are unable to detach from the, quote, Earth life system, end quote, after death, to Focus 27 - a resting place, quote, designed to ease the trauma and shock of transition, 4 ellipsis dots, end quote, footnote 18. And that is Monroe, Ultimate Journey, Monroe, Ultimate Journey, page 249. In some cases, specific information gained from the recently departed has been verified. Ages, names, and dates of death have checked out as fact in the material realm. Footnote 19, IBID, page 252. The Institute's MC2 program helps enable participants to, quote, link with non-physical helpers and send energy to larger targets, such as the Earth, end quote. Footnote 20. The Monroe Institute, quote, MC2 equals manifestation and creation squared, end quote, www.monroeinstitute.org/mc².html, parentheses 1 December 2001, close parentheses, thereby encouraging human-spirit collaboration. Part of the research work conducted at the Institute involves finding practical uses for Hemi-Synce technology. Benefits found so far by Institute researchers and others include improvement of ADD and ADHD symptoms, stress reduction, treatment of insomnia, and pain control. Interestingly, Hemi-Synce, which helps to synchronize the right and left hemispheres of the brain, can also improve concentration and enhance learning. Given that learning appears to take place in both physical and non-physical dimensions, it makes sense to wonder whether the technology is merely putting the brain back in touch with its innate ability to perceive and learn from the totality of the universe. Okay, so that's it for chapter 18. A little tired today. And I'll be turning to chapter 19 shortly. Thank you so much for listening. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Some of the Monroe Institute's programs may have changed since I published this in 2002, so I'm just reading directly from the book. All right, so thanks a lot and have a wonderful day.